This is my penultimate game of RTSL. Thanks to Ateo for organising the season. Last game is on Saturday the 9th of May, and between now and then I will be playing the silver playoffs of ITSL tomorrow. We're due to start in a few minutes, so Heuffie has set the game up and drifted away, so we'll wait for them to say hello. In the meantime, let's talk about our opening hand. Having D-style is good. We can ditch CIA before we play D-style. Gonna be a bit squeezed on ops. That's the problem, right? Because we've only got... We might have to use duck and cover rather than space it. So let's open 4-4-1, 1 in Austria because we have independent reds. That's fine, that's a no-brainer. And then we'll think about how to navigate our hand, because Marshall's not great. In fact, I might rather send Marshall to space and use duck and cover. We got Fidel? We do have Fidel and D-Star. Yeah, Fidel, D-Star, independent reds. CIA, not ideal. And Europe scoring. So Europe scoring the headline. Pitch it before it gets worse. Nothing else we want a headline. Doi. That's rough. Now we will... We want to get DEFCON down because we want to use CIA created, right? We do want to do that. So let's just eat a VP. Oh, hey, that's all right. They're going to want to counter coup that, of course, and that's in their best interest. But we kind of want to use D-style before East European unrest so we can pull Austria and Finland. They're going. Deep breath. Okay. We will show them our hand and let them play with perfect information for the rest of the hand. They are probably going to go Malaysia here, I would imagine, with D-style on deck. They may go Angola. We do at least get CIA out. Small mercies. I would expect to see Thailand here. Yeah. We will... We threaten Korea? Middle East has scored. Yeah, let's pop one in Korea. Next up, D-style. Angola, Algeria, Chile, Venezuela. If they don't fill France, we can take a Marshall Plan and just eat our losses. Yep. Okay. Well, that's sensible, I suppose. Does mean I can go into Thailand, and I think I want to. And let's go Venezuela. So what we're kind of saying here is you can have France or Thailand, but you can't have both. Okay. Wow. You beauty. So I guess we take France. And we will pop one in Brazil to avoid getting realigned. Giving up Marshall Plan is annoying, certainly. With Sae gone, we can flip Thailand with the China card if they don't overprotect it as well. Well done them. That solves that problem. We will make sure that we don't get hustled by. Oh yeah, God, independent Reds. Very neat. Kind of want to see Indo-Pakistani war before we drift into Pakistan. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's do that. We don't want to run the risk of getting Truman doctrined. This will take a 4-op card from them on the end to then Truman doctrine, and if they go for France, we could pull Suez or socialist governments. Although it's a scored region, if they now take South Korea, okay, they just space. That's all right for us, I think. Failing is a bonus too. All right, we got into Pakistani war, which is great. I mean, NASA might be the headline. Getting purged is hard. So we will. I think we'll be spacing NATO until we see. That's nice. We'll be spacing NATO unless we see special relationship come out. Indo-Pakistani War, Korea and Vietnam. Okay, that's annoying, but we can play into Pakistan. Realignment my foot. Maybe we eat NATO because we also need to play into India afterwards. Okay, that's annoying, but we can at least overprotect France. The purge is especially good by opponent. We're behind on VPs where we'd like to be at this point, and we're not going to capitalise in Asia, but we have spread to most of the rest of the world reasonably handily. So, in terms of board position, I'm content. Need to do something with the VP tracker, but getting rid of CIA is good too. So I'd say the balance of power is still pretty comfortably our side for the state of the game as it currently is. Yeah, so we definitely take India here. And we can overprotect there, and with independent reds coming, I think we'll just do our neutrals. So, must take India. Whoop! Going backwards in time. So we're still in trouble against Formosa Resolution. If they tap India, we have to cover Pakistan again. But if they don't tap India, we could event Korean War. Like, it's 50-50 at this point. Better to do it now than before they go into Taiwan. And we'll hold Indo-Pakistani War because it hurts us more. So Vietnam, Korean, and containment finish. I don't know. Venting Vietnam is the turn 3 headline. Yeah, Reds, I guess. Yeah, we eat Romania, but there's only 2 in it, not 3. And if they want to use Truman Doctrine on Romania, they're idiots. Unless they understand the game better than me, which is possible. The advantage of holding into Pakistani War as well is if they choose to drop DEFCON with duck and cover, we can event into Pakistani War for our Millops. So, yeah, if they tap India here, I respond by covering Pakistan. If they do not tap India, all right, yeah, I'm just going to event Korean War. Be lucky. Worth a shot. So we can finish with Iran or Syria plus containment to dominate in the Middle East. I think maybe we just focus on battlegrounds. Libya to finish. And if we're in inverted commas lucky, if they AR 6 special relationship when we've containment, at least they haven't gained another other op. If they don't play into Jordan, we've still got an Arab-Israeli war worth gunning for. Flipping Israel to 6 would be hilarious and would make it Russian for the rest of the game. Yields. Oh, for influence, that's good for us. That's really good. Okay, fantastic. Just gave up 2 VP. We'll put ops in battlegrounds. De Gaulle goes to space. They get there. We know what the rest of their cards are. We got Formosa. They have Asia scoring. Truman Doctrine and NORAD, neither of which are particularly good for them. Did they get decol? No, we got decol. Great. And we're holding defectors. Also great. So I make us 4. Defectors, Formosa, UN decol. And they've got Asia, Truman, NORAD, Warsaw Pact. Europe scoring. Fidel decol. Alright, so Asia is not going to go well for them. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we've got 3. So if we go 4, 5, break, break. So headlining decol is good here, because if they drop Asia scoring, we can get domination, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They go down to 4, we go up to 5. Yeah, so event decol. Let's hope they event Asia scoring. Oh, get purged again. Big oof. Alright, so we don't do that. We just... And now we have to coup to get DEFCON down. Double purge. Rude. So, we drop Europe scoring for 1. We have entirely 1 op cards. No wonder they didn't play Asia scoring. It's a great headline. So they'll be blockading away NORAD, blockading away Warsaw this turn. So I guess we're UN interventioning Formosan resolution, right? We don't want it to get active anyway. Wonder what else they have. What is the question? We may well be eventing into Pakistani war just to get more Milops and potentially VP. Having a good old think here. I feel like they're just gonna. I feel like they should just drop Asia scoring. And we will be dropping Europe scoring. Eventing Fidel, eventing in Pakistan. Oh, yeah. So blockade goes away with Warsaw, presumably, unless they've got a worse card. They do not. I think that's fine. Doesn't do anything apart from later game. So I guess we go Europe scoring? Try and signal to them that they're best just dropping Asia scoring. They've got Asia, Truman, NORAD, and 2 unknown cards. Definitely event Fidel. Treen? Oh, thinking of eventing NORAD. That's wild. Currently, all of the areas they've got influence in suit them better. Okay. We will event Fidel. So they've got Asia and NORAD. If they want to event NORAD, I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with it. Obviously, I'd really like to see Korkmar, but the current shape of the board is not NORAD friendly. I mean, they've got to start spending 2 ops to put an influence in to places that are going to wreak slightly more havoc. So UN intervention Formosa into Panama. Oh, they've got influence. They've got a lot of 4-op cards. We've had Marshall Plan, right? Get into Brazil. We kind of need to put another one in Brazil to defend against Voice of America, but we could get Voice of America to have just about the entire world at the moment. It would be supremely unfortunate for it to be a turn 4 thing. Interesting US Japan. See, now I would have considered double tapping India. What they don't know is they've only got 1 ops, but if they double tapped India, I would have to recover India, and then they could use a China card to flip Pakistan and get domination, and then I'd only have a 50-50 chance with Indo-Pakistani war. Are they going for it? They are. Okay. Oh yeah, that's real bad for me. Should have covered Korea first. Although they could have done it to India too. Well, regrettable. Probably could have spent more time shoring up those areas. But there you go, such is life. They've got Asian Orient and 1 other card. Yep, nicely done. That's unfortunate. Right, we'll event into Pakistani war to see if we can get some Milops and VP. We do. So we're going to go in 4 VP down, unless they space. Yeah. I mean, if I invest ops in North Korea and India, I'm not developing the board elsewhere, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I think it could be worse. Having been double purged, it could definitely be worse. So I will shrug. So at the moment, 12 discard, 13 removed, yeah? Yeah. And they've got NORAD and 1 unknown card. Are you going to event NORAD? I mean, now you're in Korea. That's a golden opportunity. Extremely vulnerable to Voice of America. Otherwise, everything looks alright. Five-year plan for ops, always sensible. Yeah, just going for it. That's fine. 4 ops to go back in there. Oh, Hunter doesn't do stuff. So I guess we Cambridge 5. Omit nuclear subs. Colonial regards one small step. One small step's nice. If we can get to space successfully, otherwise it's crap. Arab-Israeli war. Summit and SAU. I would like information. So we'll go Cambridge 5. Duck and cover, okay. No scoring cards. So the first thing we do is recover Korea. And hope we don't get VOA'd. Arab-Israel war for Milops, Space Colonial Rearguards. If we're successful in Israel, we could omit break Lebanon. One small step if we are successful in spacing. South African unrest is decent. Don't use nuclear subs. Holding Hunter in case they go into Mexico or Cuba is not unreasonable either. But if we get VOA'd, we have access cards, right? South African unrest, Junta. So, wait and see. Oh, Southeast Asia's real bad. Yeah. Scoring card timing is going to be pretty clutch, I think. If we get the ones that favour us, the game goes on. But if they hit us with Southeast Asia, we're in a bad way. I mean, that's good. I think at this point, South African unrest, but they don't have Central America scoring. Oh well, if they play into Nicaragua or Haiti, we get the coup first. The 4-op disparity has been pretty stuck, I think. Apart from Marshall Plan. No, I played NATO as well. But I think they've definitely had more 4-ops, but it's not. Yeah. We're not at Mr. Big Spender territory. So if they don't play into Nicaragua or Haiti, I like Arab-Israeli war. Clever. I have nowhere to coup. What you gonna do with it? Jordan would be really bad for my prospects right now. I feel like anywhere but Nicaragua and Haiti is good for our tempo. Besides Jordan, but Jordan's like a fancy thing to do. If I end up just cooing with Arab-Israeli war because they've gone into Jordan later on, that's also fine. Doubles. Okay, so we will. Oh man. Omit's real good, but if we're spacing colonial rearguards, we have to use omit this turn anyway. If we see lone gunman and scoring cards here, we kind of have to weep. But if we see other stuff, I don't think it's so bad. But we're not giving them colonial rearguards, and we're not using nuclear subs when we're all over the board. So I feel like omit's the one we have to eat. If they flubbercore Nicaragua, I will go for Israel. A 5 or a 6. Probably won't. Yeah. Especially now I've played Emit, so I can't break Lebanon. Arab Israel is just too fancy. May never get a better chance, but if we've got Libya, Iran, and Iraq, and Saudi, we're okay. Central America. Okay, well, I mean, he's just gone in there, so that could have been worse. All right, so Emit pulls. Let's do discards first. Sotgov, Central America, Kitchen, U2. Shuttle Dip Coup. No Ali's Arab-Israel War. If they want to, like now, especially now that the card's been scored, not really convinced this line's helping them develop. And we definitely want to keep Hunter for next headline. Because Hunter to Argentina, coup Mexico is pretty good. Shame about Central America scoring, but can't be all things to all people, eh? Live through the space is very sensible, and they fail. So we will... It's both 50-50, right? So we start by venting one small step, which prevents them from... We missed the 1 VP there. But yeah, we want to do that to stop them spacing again. And then we get a space. We get a 50-50 for 1 is only half a VP. Now we've got the 50-50 for 2, which is 1 VP, and it's a big swing. Preventing them from spacing again is why it's really good, I think. So Space Colonial Rear Guards. Then AR7, I think we go Summit to Syria to dominate the Middle East as an unscored area. But I'm not sure. When am I ever? We still know they're holding NORAD. And we know 5-year plans in the discard pile, so Southeast Asia is going to really hurt. But if we can get a 10 VP South America, a 5 VP Africa, and a 5 VP Middle East, then, you know, we're about level pegging. Oh, this is interesting. And that did not go well for them. 50-50. Well done, Intercosmos. Bravo! Going for it again. Bold. Ooh. 7 ops. Got any more in here? Hunter's the headline. And then we can see if we can flip South America quickly. Need to get some juice in Africa too. Defectors is in the discard pile, so we're all right on that. Oh boy. Okay. So yeah, converting some regions is going to be... Like, converting South America and Africa to domination is going to be important. One last stab. Nope. Nope. Last one. No. Oof. Brezhnev is gone. We got Middle East, which we can play with some amount of leisure. Quagmire isn't super important with Nixon. with NORAD now in the discard pile. OG. Portuguese Empire. Portuguese Empire is good for Africa domination. 9 cards. Yasuri. Okay, Yasuri is not at all playable with the China card in their hand. Either way, the start is definitely Hunter here. Definitely Hunter. I mean, Brush War and ABM and Salt are still in the deck. So they've still got a lot of juice, but we can go Argentina and then Quagmire to overprotect against Voice of America. And then we've still got Portuguese Empire Crumbles for access. VOA in the headline to pull Venezuela and Brazil is unfortunate, I think. Oh, yeah, that's also unfortunate. Ooh, pow. Okay, Argentina. Yeah, because Allende's still in the deck. Oof. So now we go Quagmire. And that way Brush War doesn't deny us access. And we're 4 ops off flipping it. Three ops. Here's the brush. Deep breath. All right. I mean, what we can't do is convert because Yasuri is. But we can go Colombia, and if they coup, we can then take Chile the next turn. So next turn we go Nixon to Chile. Ooh, very nice. That's fine. I don't think I'm going to do anything about that. Draw Middle East scoring. We're still going to dominate thanks to Colombia. So I think we have to overprotect Panama and Venezuela because we're going to have to use Panama Canal Return this turn because we're spacing Yasuri. Need to get a coup off as well. Missile MV. Yeah, that's fine. That's straightforward. I think we just do that. 3, 6, 9, 12, 35 in the discard? Yeah. Special relationship is, at least they've done it this time, very sensible. We will coup Haiti to get our Millops. We're going to space Usuri and event Panama, maybe pop one in Sudan to dominate Africa. Yep. Racing up on VP. No, we space nuclear subs because next turn we might have to space 3-up cards. Yeah. So we can hold Usuri to space that. And we're headline peaking, which is nice. But we are very far behind on VP. What we've got going for us is CIA's gone. Team roof cards? Yeah, okay. Up to date. CIA's gone. The last scoring cards are at least currently in our favour. So that's fine. That's not. So we use Panama Canal returned. Pop 1 in Poland for now. Warsaw Pact still to come out. Not dominating in Africa at the moment. That's also problematic, especially with VOA still unknown. And I've just used South African Unrest and Portuguese Empire Compass elsewhere. So Africa can come crumbling down. But Truman Doctrine is in the discard pile, so don't currently have to worry about European shenanigans. And de Gaulle and Suez are in the draw pile for the purposes of dealing with the France situation. So ABM and Salt are still in the deck. Wow. I mean, that's great for us, right? Camp David, Suez, How I Learned, and Gunman, Salt. Yeah. Mazimrev, East European Unrest. I quite like Salt? No, Salt. Quite like Suez, I think, here. Mazimrev's no good. Salt. Salt can pick up a bunch of stuff. I guess the question is what it's worth salting for. Since ABM's not in there. Hunter's fine. But Suez is mischievous at least. Lungummer's no good with them dropping Defcon potentially. But we can space Suez. And we want to put Lone Gunman back in the deck. Yeah, right. Suez it is. They'll coup with it. And they'll probably coup Argentina, but at 3 that's kind of hard. Zai is an option, but we can just play into Botswana to shore up and threaten realigns. Okay, that's not bad. But we will go 1, 2. Threaten realigns on Peru. Yeah, that's fine. Good grain. A fine pull. I'm missing a card. Usuri, Camp David, Lone Salt. Oh, lads. Lads. Oh, that's rough. Oh, wait. Okay. Leaves us dominating everywhere? Peru, Chile, Zimbabwe. Peru, to Peru. Oh, yeah, Chile. Okay. Oh, now we can't do... Okay, that's what it is. We will use Lone Gunman to redominate in Africa. I feel like the VOA could have gone a lot worse for us. We'll be spacing Usuri, because we have to use all our cards this turn. Camp David, Arizary Walls out the deck, yeah. So, overprotect Poland, and then East European Unrest. Might consider sorting some, but probably won't. Might need to use these cards. Oh, ABM. Wow. Getting all the juice. Okay. That's regrettable. Wowie. Oof. Well, I mean, if they try dominating Africa, we will at least have a coup target, which means we'll get Millops. But yeah, wheesh. That's rough. So they've had Brush, ABM, and Missile MV. Pretty good. Double Purge. Pretty good. Right. Okay, well, that's that. So Colombia... No, okay, yes, going for Africa domination. But we get a VP. We will counter coup. That's them up to 4, right? Because the alternative is... No, we need to coup. Don't be silly. But we're going to coup with Salt because we want to make sure... Oh, it's a 1 in 6. Oh, we've made really sure. 1 in 6 times they get domination anyway. Oh no, they don't get domination. That was enough to make sure they couldn't dominate. In which case I'm pretty content. See if they play into Cameroon here. If they don't have Africa scoring, we get a crack at Zaire next turn, barring Cuba Missile Crisis or Bear Trap. Or them eventing We Will Bury You. I did wonder about De Gaulle, but there you go. Ooh. Alright, so now we do put 1 ops in, because we're not likely to flip Zimbabwe. And it'll just become coup counter coup, I think. If they've got Africa scoring, we need to make sure they don't convert it this turn, even if that leaves Egypt unprotected and leaves Poland in a bad way. Warsaw Pact is still in the deck. Okay, that's Cuban Missile Crisis gone. 48. No, I've missed a couple. 49. 50. That's been removed. to remove. 3, 6. Yeah, good. Okay. So we will now use East European Empress to guarantee flipping Cameroon. And we may have to finish with Camp David Accords doing the same on Sudan. Big oofs. Lots of big oofs. So I expect to see coup on Sudan here, and then we counter coup, and then they drop Africa scoring for 1 VP. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't. Yep. So we have to coup, and we're hoping to roll more than a 1. Good. And it's regrettable that we are offering them Egypt on the cheap, but Sudan may come back around. But if they've got Africa scoring here, it's a single VP. And if they don't have it, we can coup Zaire next turn. As long as they don't bear trap, or we will bury you. They don't have it after all. Ah, but now they can headline it. But we have lone gunman. And we do have to play it because that's not. Well, especially with bear trap as well. Oh boy, that's going to be a fairly big coup. Progress is gone. IND and OPEC. They've got IND and OPEC. Oh, we've got OPEC. They've got IND. So they've got bear trap Africa. We will bury you and IND. And we got back Portuguese Empire Summit. We're peaking as well, which is nice. OG Cambridge 5, Lone Gunman. So we don't need to rush to headline Lone Gunman. But if they headline Africa scoring, if they headline Africa scoring, it's our best bet. If they headline Bear Trap, then Hunter. Fascinating. Cambridge 5 here. We know they've got Africa. Can't just South America. I think Cambridge 5. Portuguese Empire just puts another battleground in Angola. Doesn't do a lot. They're going to coup. Can't ask not. Cultural Revolution does take the China card, but we can do that just about any time this turn. OPEC's currently only worth 3 VP. We could boost it a little bit. We can space ask not. No shabbiness there. All right, I'm going to do Cambridge 5. I mean, Cambridge 5 is a bit funny in retrospect because Lone Gunman shows us their entire hand. But let's see if they flub a coup in South America. We may be able to repair that. Miss, miss, miss. Ooh. Yes. But we do not have enough operations points to deal with both, which is annoying. Very annoying. Let's see if they get greedy. If they bear trap us here, they're going greedy. Oh man. Much greed. Okay, we will repair that again. Oof. Gonna be tough to spot a way to win here now, because we were redealt Lone Gunman. Although Ortega's viable. Okay, so they have gone for it. So we do Arsenal. We need to be out in 1. Success. Yeah. With Africa Dom as well, it's going to be really tough to get back in this game. Really, really tough. But we'll see how it goes. Going for a coup. Sensible. So. I think, I guess this is better. Forces them to coup Sudan, and we can counter coup and see who gets to drop their scoring card at domination first. If they coup Uruguay, they may fail. Oof. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we do need to coup. Super. Using OPEC for ops was a bit frustrating there, because that's VPs that we could really have done with. And now we're down to one-op counter coups. So Southeast African states is first on the slate. Long way off winning with war games as well. Oh boy. Like, in a world in which we can get Central America for 10, and maybe the Middle East, we can start to think about it, but it's not looking good. Ortega to win is possible. Ooh, big coup here. Oh, that's good. So if they coup and fail, 2-5, no, they're going to dominate anyway. So rather than let them tinker, we drop South America for domination. They drop Africa for domination. And we call an end to those hostilities. I'll use Summit. They'll space, we will bury you. And that's the end of that turn. And I may have to use Lone Gunman in the headline phase. Yeah. Again, we've still got Peking. At least we can ditch Star Wars, but this is not the hand that we're going to be using to change the world. Lads, we can use Chernobyl AR7. South Africa unrest and NORAD. South Africa unrest now relevant. Puppet governments is a bit rubbish. Ready was unplayable. Right, let's see what they headline. But Lone Gunman's basically our only headline. All these other cards are neutral or worse. So this is a loss will move us to 5 and 4 in Rutzel. So the last game on Saturday will determine if I triple purge. Why not? So we won't be spacing anything this turn. Okay. They got Warsaw Pact. Oh, this is bad. And it got Sadat straight after me playing in. Formation and special relationship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we got purged again. So we'll coup and start with NORAD 2 to Poland. Ahead of 5-year plan 2 to East Germany. They will not be able to dominate Europe, even with tear down this wall. Oh no, they're +1 to realign France. Against Portugal? Portugal would be better. Yeah, well done. Very good. But this is going to go south pretty quickly. Once again, with the purge, we're left with a bunch of one-op cards, so there's going to come a moment where we just run out of gas. But I don't know. I don't know what percentage of people can win a game when they're triple purged. I'm not one of those people. And that's okay. I don't need to be one of those people. I can just be some random guy who's not good at being triple purged. Okay. So now we're in trouble. Tear down this wall is going to be a +2. I guess it's going to be what it's going to be. But we can't use Chernobyl yet. At least with 6 influence, maybe they'll just flub there. Use Formosa, but it'll be coming here. I can feel it. Don't want to event Sadat for sure. So that levels up the Middle East. Yeah, I think this game is toast. Unless they space this turn and get left with Ortega. But they've got the China card as well. I think the lines of victory are now pretty slim to none. But that's fine. It's all good. Got triple purged. Didn't bring a lot of expectation. Puppet governments is a bit annoying for us, but like, bar Saudi, I guess. There's not anywhere that really irritates us them to play into. Yeah. So I guess if I can get one into Saudi before puppet governments, that's great. Right. When tear down this wall drops, let's hope realignments are on our side. He's not pulled the trigger yet. Still not. I don't say it yet. But he did fail, and that is unfortunate for us. Because we kind of wanted him to. AR5. Right, East Germany before tear down this wall. And if he doesn't do it this turn, we also break West Germany with Chernobyl AR6. But yeah, ooh, France a +2. He's got to do it now. Here it is. All right. Our realign's going to be staying kind to us. 1. No. Definitely not. So AR6, we go 2 Chernobyl into France. But then he can still tap Poland. So we go 1 Poland. No, he can now always dominate Europe. Oh well. Let's hope he doesn't pick Europe. Because if he picks Europe, he just taps East Germany or Poland. Oh, if he does both with the China card, he wins. Fun times. Pick a different place. Don't pick Europe. Whatever you do, don't pick Europe. Don't pick Europe. Europe would be a silly place to pick. Pick somewhere else. Pick Central America. Go on. Amazing times. Oh, amazing. We flubbed that. Nicely to keep the game going. I've got socialist governments is in the deck, so I guess, to be fair, he's almost certainly not losing the game. So I guess he's picking a line that means he can't. Okay, it's all good. What do I want to finish with? I want to finish with. I want to get a second VP. All right, well, we're still not going to win, but the Ortega thing could still happen. We've got terrorism and Iran hostage crisis. We don't want to do it in the. I mean, if they drop Ortega in the headline, oh, we're still peaking. Yeah. Central America scoring is nice. At this point, that doesn't mean a lot to me. Iranian hostage crisis and terrorism. We are not going to be killing Mexico. Let's just drop Central America for VP. So regrettably, we do have to coup here. Can't use shutter diplomacy with Middle East scoring and Asia scoring in the deck. Although if we coup, and they've got war games they win anyway, don't think that can be helped. Can I go East Germany here? I mean, if they've got Ortega and we do Iranian terrorism, leave them stranded, then they can still space it. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Still not a gambit worth doing yet. If they space this turn, we hold terrorism through the next turn, right? So we may be spacing shuttle dip. I think it's probably all likely a moot point at this point, but you know, still thinking. Well, I'm guessing with all the thinking they don't have war games, which may be good for another turn, good for another laugh. Okay. Okay. So we can use U2 incident. Invite them to use a 3-op card there. Then we can hit them with socialist governments, I guess. So shuttle lips the must space. We can event and repair Yasuri to a greater or lesser extent. But dip screws us in 2 different regions, both unscored. Okay. Interesting. Am I winning this by farting around in Africa? Not convinced I am. It scored, right? So let's make sure we don't get European control. Space shuttle dip. Event all of these. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold terrorism and try and double tap them. Yeah. Because we're not winning on VP, right? They're going to dominate Europe. They can tap Asia at the last minute to dominate. Yeah, so VP's out of the question. The only way to win. The only way to win is through the Ortega thing. All right, we'll space shuttle dip. Now we kind of need... Yeah, good. I was going to say we're going to need that to stay close to the line. Like, we need to be close enough to the War Games line to put them up against it. So Iron Lady needs to overprotect Pakistan. Ooh, self-cogging. It'll be Ortega, right? Yeah. We'll continue to play like it matters. If this is Ortega, the jig is up. Please, no Ortega. Decal. So you're saying there's a chance? On an event Iranian hostage crisis to leave myself an R7, even repairing other stuff. This would be absolutely wild. They really need to space this turn though. And there's not a lot left. Libthi Che Muslim Rev. Yeah, a lot of boring. Like the Reformer doesn't do a lot at this point. Yeah, I think. And they can still realign themselves at -2. Oh, space it. Poland? Hmm. Still got to fade war games as well. Oh, just straight back in, fine. Right, we event Yasuri and then repair. Yeah, so we just repair those. And they can still jam the China card into Korea now that it's not overprotected. Although, I'd be happy to get the China card back. I'm not convinced there's a way we can win here. The only way is that somehow... Well, we got war games, which is something. So that drops DEFCON. So, if we missile envy them, is there a way we can die? No, because if they give us duck and cover, grain, or voice, we can use it for free, right? Yeah. I think we can. We can missile envy them. Because then we can use war games on North Korea. Oh, he gets the ops as well. Ah, what are you going to do? Asia scoring again is not going to be the thing that defines the game now we've got war games. It's only if somehow, through some weird contrived twist of fate, we can leave them specifically with Ortega in their hand. And I don't see how we can when they successfully spaced. Failed to successfully. Oh, if that Warsaw Pact had spaced, this would have been wild. But yeah, I think we're accepting a triple purge loss here, which is fine. Still nice to kind of scope out those lines to victory, which are slightly unorthodox. Yes. Very good. Happy days. Well, we get another coup. That's fun. Where shall we coup? We should coup. We'll coup Zaire and just set ourselves up for huge realigns. They use Missile Envy, we double terrorize them. Do we pull Ortega? No. No. But they can space it unless they're an idiot. What do you think? Very good. So we will jam North Korea. So now we jam it again. Yes, well done. Yes, very sensible. So AR6. What on earth? So they all need 4-op cards. Eh. So, I mean, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, these are the sorts of games that I really should make sure Donzo watches, because he will be so angry. Or he'll be like one of those teachers where he's like, I'm not even mad. Like, I don't know how you did it. Somehow I broke the game. All right. Well, hey, we got a winning record in Rutzel. Now the game on Saturday will be for fun. Man, that's wild. I mean, I guess them failing to realign Nigeria as well. So, yeah. Holy smoke. Okay. Well, I hope you learned something from this, because I'm not sure what the learning is supposed to be. I think it's that players can get ridiculously lucky sometimes. Well, okay. Let me know what you think, and thank you for watching. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow for a game of ITSL Silver Playoffs, best of one. We're just getting it done. So yeah, I'll see you then, and we'll see if it's less weird. Right, well, thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.